Hello everyone and welcome to Executive with Florin Constantin. This is the podcast where we analyze if agriculture in Black Sea still stands a chance due to the managers that are leading it, broadcasted live on AgroIntel, YouTube and Facebook. Today I have close to me for our first English spoken podcast, Mr.
Petar Dimitrov.
Welcome, Petar.
Mulțumesc de la invitație. Don't be surprised, I have a blood strain Romanian, so my grandfather teach me a couple of words.
Very good, very good. Welcome to us. You are coming from Bulgaria, correct?
Absolutely.
Please give us a little bit of update of your current positions, what you are doing, what is your company.
Well, it's a bit difficult to say which business model is my primary position, but let's say I'm a founder and senior broker in Agricore. This is the leading commodity brokerage company in the Balkans region. I'm also a manager of Agroportal Bulgaria, as well Agriportal Romania. I'm also a founder of a Grain Academy and Eurograin Hub events, so you can pick whatever you wish from it.
What are you doing at Grain Academy?
Well, Grain Academy is a platform. It's a meeting place. We started it like a mission in 2006 in Bulgaria as a grain event, and I have to tell you that it's like a kid. Now it's growing. We are taking care of it. It develops well, and already it's a benchmark in the region for making a successful event.
So you are entrepreneur since a certain period of time. What have you been doing before? I mean, can you make like a mini resume, like a mini CV to us, please?
I'm a bachelor in banking, but actually I work only 6 months in a bank. It was not for me. I'm a much more active person. But in agribusiness, my career start back in 2003, so almost 20 years. I'm in this. I started as a trade manager and a foreign currency operations manager in one of the Bulgarian grain trading houses. So for more than 5 years, I was building their reputation. I was building also the reputation of our country and our region as a reliable supplier of agricultural commodities. Then I got some very tempting proposals from multinational companies to become a country manager. Well, we decided with the family to stay in our hometown. So then I decided to establish Agricore as a commodity brokerage company. It was the first one, I have to tell you, in Bulgaria. And since then, it's the story of success. Then I also found in 2014 Agroportal. It's a web media for farmers in Bulgaria, and we are definitely now market leaders in our country. And it was a natural way to expand and to come to Romania because I feel very close, as you notice, and to establish Agriportal Romania, which is, I have to tell you, the fastest growing platform for farmers in Romania, giving market information, prices, so people trust us. So the teams are growing, the business is growing, and then we decided to make a new big event in Bucharest because it's the place to be now. It's EuroHub event, forum and exchange that will take place at the last week of April in Bucharest.
Okay, I'll come back to that event because it's exciting a lot of people and there is a lot of buzz there. But first of all, about your current organization and your current local and global challenges, because you are not present only in Bulgaria. And also your position. I mean, are there any similar companies? Do you have any competition? What is the outlook?
We are operating in a highly competitive environment. Trading of grains and oilseeds is an essential part from the food security and development for the whole world. And it's not enough only to follow the fundamentals, the crop potential, the yields, the weather. It's not anymore. It's much more complex. When we have some interviews with young talents that are coming to us, they're asking us, "What is your job?" I said, "I have the best job in the world," and they wonder why. Listen, in our business, it's not to have dust under your nails. It's not anymore. It's the most sophisticated business in the world at the moment. You have to follow the weather. You have to follow the agricultural technologies. You have to follow people minds, strategies, currency exchange rates, crude oil, economics, interest rates, geopolitics. So it's very, very complex. I have to say that I really like my job, and it's not only job. It's your, how to say, destiny in life. So when we talk to young people, we tell them that if you choose this field, this path, you will not be disappointed. You have fun all your way.
Right, and now you are involved in Eurograin Hub. It's an event that takes place for the first time in Bucharest. It's end of April for 2 days. What is happening there? Why should we go there?
Well, Romania now is the hottest point in the grain business in Europe, and I may say even in the world. Because of its strategic position and of course the presence of constant support, it's always on the news wires. So people want to know what's happening here. That's why we decided to place this event in Bucharest exactly now. Now is the time to discuss, to see different strategies. I have to tell you that the discussion panels that we have constructed consists of more than 25, 30 outstanding speakers, I may say. All of them will be present physically. I need to underline this because it's very important. People need to interact, they need to network, they need to listen, they need to ask questions and to find the proper answers. Besides that, we will have extremely good workshops which will give some light on the hedging strategies, price risk management, as well as some legal aspects. Definitely it gives a wide coverage of all the information that people will need to, how to say, to cope now with this changing environment, with these challenging times we are living in.
Just like a parenthesis, we are doing a lot of projects here in Executive in Romania. This spring, many people are worried. They could not or they did not want to sell their crop in the autumn. Romania so far has delivered less than half of what was used to deliver in the season. Many stocks at farm gate. Will those farmers that are still on stock with low prices receive some answers in your event end of April, or?
People need to find answers all the time. This is, how to say, our consultancy job we do as a commodity brokers as well, because we talk every day with dozens of people. That's our daily job. But the most important competitive advantage, I think, at the moment is to stay on the edge. What means to stay on the edge? You need to have the proper information. Why I'm saying the proper information? Because it happens in the past couple of years that we are making right conclusions from wrong information. But now our purpose, and on this forum, and not only, all our business model is like that, that we need really to be precise and to give very, very, very good information to our customers, to all interested parties. So these are the purposes of the events and the web media we are running.
Right. You mentioned you have several business lines. How many employees or collaborators do you have?
Well, we are, how to say, small, very effective and boutique company. Let's put it like that. We have around a dozen people in the office, both in Romania and in Bulgaria. And they are, analysts, execution guys, guys which are following the markets, which are serving clients. And we try to be really very effective and to help people in their daily needs.
What is your annual turnover or annual volumes? Can you give a glimpse about?
In terms of commodity brokerage, in some years we are 500,000. In some years we are closer to 1 million metric thousand tons. This is as a commodity brokers. Of course, it depends on the year, on the crop, because we are focused here on Bulgaria and Romania. It depends, of course, on the year we are working with. But things are changing, even in the commodity brokerage. I remember times when we were talking from here, from the Black Sea, from Constanța and Varna, working with 5,000 tons vessels. Then we started to work 25,000 handies, Panamaxes. I was very excited when we did the first Panamax. And then market changed a bit. We start to ship some goods down to Greece by trucks, and then it became more people entered this business and we start to do much more DAP business. I mean, deliver to port. So a lot of time, one and the same cargo is changing its ownership until it goes to the ship. So it's changing and very, very, very challenging. And in terms of the web media, I may say that there is no one in Bulgaria that doesn't know what is AgroPortal. We have a lot of banks and also other institutions, international ones as well, that use our reports to benchmark the positions they have with traders and farmers. The same is in Romania. Now we have a lot of people that are coming to us, and they are very excited to do that.
Cool. We wish you many employees. We wish you many millions of metric tons to be broken.
We don't need that.
Why is that?
We don't need that. Because, listen, we have 24 hours per day. I'm constantly on the phone. Our people are also on the phone. So we need really to give quality, which doesn't mean, I mean, if I work 2 or 3 more hours, it doesn't mean that I'll double the volume. No, we want to really to deliver first-class services, which means we need to turn attention to everyone from the clients. We don't work in bulk.
Cool. You like copy-pasted my speech this morning to my team. We are also a boutique company. We want to focus on quality. Very nice. What do you do? What is your secret to motivate your task force, your small team?
I show them my motivation. I show them my role as trying to be a leader, not only the boss. For example, in our office, we have a table tennis. And of course, we have some, ping pong. And during the game, we show everything what we need in our business. First of all, to have the fair play. Second, to be focused. To try to win each point. We don't wish to lose any of the customers. And of course, last but not least, to have fun. So this is the business we would like to, the business model and mentality we are trying to create in our company. And when we have interviews with young people that are coming to us or other people which decide to join, our selection is very difficult. We put very interesting questions. This is a different topic. I suppose we can discuss it later on. But someone who passed through this sieve, obviously he shows his mentality and his capabilities.
Right. Next big investment in executive office, ping pong table. Thank you very much. What do you do to make your customers loyal? Because without customers, no business, of course.
Because I'm loyal to them. I never forget people that started to work with me at the beginning. We have a lot of clients. For certain reason, they are not anymore so active in the grain business, but we still keep the relation. And people feel that all the time I'm very open. I'm fair to them. I'm telling them what I think. I don't hide anything. Why to hide it? Obviously, people are calling me to hear my opinion. They know that I always will give my best to try to explain, or even they just to talk to me, just to try to challenge their ideas or to get a confirmation for certain decision. So loyalty comes, I think, both sides. If you feel that that they do so, you do so. So this is our, mentality.
Right. So you are present in Romania, present in Bulgaria, of course, your home country. Eurograin hub in Bucharest. It's also about a third country. It's about Ukraine. You have some partners from Ukraine. Is the elephant in the room, let's say. Mm-hmm. Can you make some comment about that?
As a commodity brokers with more than 50 years already background, I know a lot of people in the whole region, Europe, Southeast Asia, South America. This is the way how it works. You need to be connected. So in a natural way, now in Eurograin Hub, already we have more than 28 countries which will be present at this event. So it's not, of course, it's very focused on Balkans, Black Sea, Central and East Europe. But we have even people from Australia. Tell me why these people are coming. They really need to listen, obviously, what's going on here. Our region now is the hottest point, as I said. So we expect a lot of people coming from quite a wide region, obviously for some particular reason, and this is because here now we are making the history.
Very nice. It's a little bit what we are also hearing here in the Black Sea when Australia has a good season like they had recently. Our prices are challenged, so maybe it works the other way around. It should be. I want to ask you now, what are in your opinion the main management issues or problems in agriculture and with a focus on your grain trading segment?
To be a top manager in agri sector is really a tough job. It comes to successfully handle a lot of risks and to build a system that can withstand the market, so you can bring sustainable results through the year. So you have to control the price risk somehow. You have to control the counterparty risk. You need to look at the weather. So you need to have the proper tools and proper people in your team in order to be on the profitability and to have a long story ahead of you.
Cool. And what are the financial challenges that you are facing in your business and your peers as you speak now?
Our business model doesn't require working capital. So from this perspective, we are fine. But we are, as I said, very involved with all our clients. So we are consulting them a lot on the financial side as well. You see what's happening with the interest rates, from negatives going to the sky. Fed is coming up with higher and higher interest rates. Europe is following, of course. So financial problems are real. I may say, besides the interest rates, you have really to think about the duration of your long-term debts and short-term debts and how you can manage them in your investments and your real now trade flows you need, because now with the inflation you need really huge financial resources to run your business. But now when the prices go down, you need to shrink a bit to manage a bit better your credit lines. So it's a really big challenge, I may say.
Right. We have seen in our annual market intelligence study on competitiveness of the agro-food sector in Black Sea. We are conducting such a study once a year. We have seen this year that cash became more important than receivables. And that's a sign that cash is king and you need to really be careful on the cash part. An aspect now, let's say, going on the strategic part of this discussion, what are the competitive advantages of Romania and Bulgaria in the world and in the Black Sea in agricultural sector, in your opinion?
Having 20 years now experience already in this business, I think that our main advantage was that our markets were quite undeveloped. So there have been a great opportunities for everyone to place themselves on this market.
Blue oceans.
Yeah, so a lot of options. So potential of yields is going up, building of infrastructure. So all of this was promising an indefinite growth. But now I feel that already in our region, especially Bulgaria and Romania, I think we are already leaders in the cereals production in Europe, and we are already a kind of a mature markets, especially in Bulgaria. For farming, I think that we are the most effective ones in Europe. The good thing is that all farmers now have a good machinery, traders have new warehouses, new equipment, logistics are improving a lot. So I think that the name of the game today is efficiency. You need to be extremely efficient to stay on the edge of technologies and all the innovations that you have all around you. So we cannot control markets and prices. As we used to say in our region, we are price takers. We don't make the price. The price is done at the destination market. So we cannot control that, but we can try to control our management of costs at first, and then the people.
Music to my ears. You speak here what we say in Romania. You speak about the rope in the house of the hangman. Yes, we think alike. One message for the Romanian farmers and the Romanian agribusiness professionals, because I was managing for 8 years Bulgaria on behalf of a multinational company. If they want to know and see how professional agriculture is done at next level compared to Romania, they should go to Bulgaria. Because there is sometimes in Romania a little bit of a condescending look on south of the border. Bulgaria, it's a smaller country, yes, but the farms are more professional, and intensity, optimization of the farm, structure of the land, it's really impressive. So I recommend them all the time to go and check the Bulgarian colleagues. Now, what are in your opinion the main development opportunities for our both countries, let's say in the agro-food segment in the next 5 years, let's say medium term?
We all think that, the people from industry, that we realize already that just to produce cheap is not enough. In terms of farming, we clearly notice the entrance of this precise farming. We call it precise farming. It's very important, but the next level is to find alternative crops, to have some added value, and the next step, to have some processing, because in the processing we have added value which should stay in our countries. It's absolutely very obvious that we have to invest in processing of grains. And this is bringing competitive advantage. So we are not only resource suppliers, but we are supplying already production lines.
The chicken with the golden egg in all the system is the farmer. The farmer is producing whatever we are selling, whatever we are processing. If we are processing, we speak about the farmer, we work with the farmer. Can you help me to make a robot portrait or like a SWOT of the Romanian or Bulgarian farmer, as you wish, with strong points, weak points, threats and opportunities?
Good one. I have listened to a great speaker at one of the international conferences. I think it was from the States. So he said, Peter, once per year you may need a lawyer. Maybe twice per year you need a doctor, but you need farmer every day, because farmer is producing what we put on our tables each day. So we really have to stay focused and to try to help all we have as a capability and skills to give the farmers the best service we can, because they're feeding the world. That's the issue. So as a strength, I may say that first of all, here in the region we are blessed with a great land, which is suitable for growing almost everything. We have a bigger plots of lands which are helping the efficiency. Farmers already implement a lot of new technology, agro technologies, precise farming, and all these kind of things. And also we have a great geographical advantages, because we have the access to sea, Black Sea, and also we have the Danube River. That's why now the Balkans are emerging market, let's say. So they are very, very, very important. But of course, the other side of the coin, the weak points, the things that we will try to address in the future, let's say in the next 5 or 10 years. As I said at the beginning, very bad price risk management. This is something that
no price management.
Well, farmers think that they really manage the price risk by trying to sell at the top.
The dream of any speculator.
Yes, but there are only two people that can do that. Do you know who are they?
No,
That
please
to buy
enlighten me.
to buy at the bottom and sell at the top.
Please tell me.
First is the God, and second is the liar. So when someone tells me, I sold at the top, okay, but what we try to help people understand that they need to have proper price risk management by having a very good marketing plan, to have targets, when they reach them, to sell. This is something that is hard to convince and to do that. And second thing, our farmers begin to have very bad exposure in terms of very high price of renting of land. Because of this huge competition here in Bulgaria and Romania,
The same.
rent of land is skyrocketing. Recently I saw there was a very interesting graphics showing the price of rent in the European Union. You know, Bulgaria is 4th, Romania is 7th. It's very, very high. Actually, we are creating troubles on our own now with reducing our effectiveness, for sure.
Even worse in Romania, because we have bad rental law, farmers are doing even worse. They are buying land and increasing exposure on fixed risks.
Fixed risks. The next thing is that I don't know how we will pass through this shift in generations. Major part of the farms in our region are managed from people which are, let's say, in their late 60s or early 70s, and the young generation still has not entered this business. They cannot take it from their fathers or mothers because they still want to have the control. This is a big problem because farms are, family for sure, but you need to put some corporation inside. I mean, to put some organization. And lack of management and proper structure is a huge problem, because when you're a farmer, you try to be at the same time agronomist, accountant, big trader, analyst.
Purchase manager for inputs.
How's that? Outsource that. So yeah, really we have things we have to work on.
Now, the human capital, it's important not only on the farmer level, but also on the agribusiness level. How do you see the stakes of the labor market in Romania and Bulgaria in agriculture? Do we find enough people, enough qualified people for the companies?
Your question has the answer in it. Obviously, we have big troubles to find properly educated and trained people. You see, the machinery is getting even more sophisticated. So you need really people that can work with that. And furthermore, going back to the previous question, finding of solutions needs much more complex skills, because the problems are very complex.
Yes.
And so now information is everywhere, but you need to read it in the proper way. So you need skills, which information is relevant to you, which not, where to focus, and to find the proper way for your business. So education definitely is a very vast topic, but extremely valid for agribusiness as well, definitely. And I have to tell you that from a couple of years, I feel like finding trained people and maintaining them in the company is the most expensive thing in your company. It's not the machinery anymore, it's the people are the most expensive at the moment.
But we are explaining to all of our partners, beneficiaries, customers, friends that if you don't have people, your business plans will stay in Excel or PowerPoint. Without people, we are still not having a solution. Anyway, you raised a little bit my next question. How fast do you think the robots will come in agriculture, and what do you do to digitalize until then the existing agriculture?
Digitalization is a fact from at least a decade, but it's accelerating in the past couple of years in our region for sure. We talked about precise farming. It's very important. Now I think we are in the midst of the digital farming era. Let's put it this way. It's not anymore an exotic to have machinery with GPS, which is so precise that even my cell phone is not like that. So it's 1 meter. we see drones are flying, making vegetation maps, so you can use them to make a proper spraying and reducing your costs. So this is extremely important. Also in the silos, in the management of the crops that are already in your warehouse, you have pretty much options to have extremely well maintained temperature, so you preserve the quality until you need to ship it or to sell it. But this is mainly valid for large scale farming. There are still some crops that require a hoe. But you know what, I don't know if we get out now at the studio and ask people what is a hoe, the young people. I don't know. Probably they don't know. They don't know how to use it. Thanks God, we don't need it. But they need to see from where we started and where we are now. So information is everywhere. So you need to stay on the edge to know what to read, how to read. So you just really need to stay open-minded.
From data to information, from information to intelligence, this is the cycle that we need to follow, including in the farms to remain competitive. What is your organization which you have founded and you are leading to remain competitive today? What is doing?
Well, at first we would like always to stay on the edge. We always try to be on the innovation side. Whatever we feel is important and it's coming to us, we see it as a future, we try to do it. Of course, the second thing is to keep the relation with the clients from a human context. Because all this digitalization, at certain point you just sit and click and look on the screens, but I think that still people need to interact. You need to talk to people. From my experience, I'm talking each day with a lot of people. Sometimes we talk about football, we talk about politics, and then the business is done in 10 seconds. But before that, we speak, let's say, half an hour about things in life, because work is a philosophy as well. So it's not only to make, to click and to buy something or sell. It's the proper way to do it. Of course, there is no right recipe how to stay profitable all the time. It's very specific for all different people kind of businesses. But for sure, for our business, I think that first of all is to be fair, always to stay alert for the new things, to be ready to give, not to expect all the time that you need to take something. No, our mentality is to give, and then at certain point you take back this, not like business, it can be like a relation, a good relation or exchange of information.
We had a discussion yesterday with a farmer of 5,000 hectares here in Giurgiu, next to Bulgaria, and we asked him, he was complaining about too many agribusiness representative coming into his farm and taking up his time, keeping him busy, and we asked him, do you imagine yourself not receiving anyone for 3 weeks in your farm? He said, no, because you are my reasons to exist. You are my proof of success. If you come, it means that I'm alive. And effectively, agriculture, it's a relationship based sector. Now the last 3 questions, which are let's say of strategic nature. What is not going right now in Romanian and Bulgarian agriculture, in your opinion? What is the main problem?
I think that as we discussed earlier, this, how to say, fierce competition to take each plot of land to rent it is working against us. This is not needed anymore, I think. This fast run made us in a position that we're, in the coming years, we will lose our competitive advantage and we cannot sustain the pressure on the profitability. Last season, for example, was a really very unfortunately bad example for the biggest mistakes farmers have done. No marketing plan. No marketing plan. They waited for the peak for the market to sell. Then they bought all the fertilizers at the top, some of them even for 2 years, thinking that fertilizers will finish in the world. Of course, this is not happen. So definitely we think that properly addressing the price risk management is one of the things that will help a lot in our region.
Tomorrow you receive a call from Sofia. They appoint you Minister of Agriculture of Bulgaria. What are the first 3 things that you will do in the morning upon taking your office?
First of all, I will pick my phone because, I'm always picking my phone, even on numbers which I don't know, because the next call may be from Elon Musk. I don't know. So, or from my very good client that changed his phone. So the most important is to stay, open to your clients. But okay, besides that, we always wish to stay beside of the politics. We are in the, in the real life, in the real business. However, each of us has some things that probably thinks he can do. Maybe the first thing is to talk to my Romanian colleague, the Minister of Agriculture, and tell him to resolve this problem with the real land borders in Romania, because I'm listening about this a lot from farmers and traders in Romania, that because of this reason the land is not exploited well, because people don't know if this land exactly is their plot or not, so they don't apply proper fertilizer, or they just don't treat the land well. And we are renting this land from our children, so we really have to be very careful. This is something that I really think that needs to be resolved somehow in Romania. It will give a huge kick to develop even better the farming, and it will give much more incentive from farmers to invest in the health of the soil, which is extremely important.
Good idea, especially as a task force of experience exchange between Bulgaria and Romania, because Bulgaria has solved this problem since many years and is very clear and is easy.
This is one of the reasons why in Bulgaria still we are a little bit more effective, a little bit more advanced in agriculture. I think this is one of the main reasons, because the ownership of the land is not clear, and people are afraid of that. If you're an investor and putting your money, your efforts, your life, you need to be somehow sure what we are doing. Next thing, statistics. Again, for Bulgaria and Romania. Can you find proper statistics for acreage, for the yields, for the exact quantities of grain that is stored now in our countries? No.
Maybe abroad, not in the countries.
No, you cannot. And this is affecting a lot the marketing plans of traders and farmers. If you don't know what you have in your country, how you decide that now is the time to sell, or maybe to keep the cargo? And all this administrative power that our ministers have, it should be focused on that, to have proper and to give proper information on the market, to take right decision. Also, I will immediately start to invest heavily in education. I don't think we have a university that is teaching real agribusiness. We are teaching agronomists. We are teaching some agribusiness pro forma specialities in the universities. I face that because we are hiring. There is no university for grain traders. No, you need to teach them. So, and this is the future. We need really to put the base, because on this base will grow the next generation and the success of our countries.
And last question, what should be the long-term 30-year strategy of Romania and Bulgaria here in the Black Sea in agriculture?
Again, like the last question, on first place, that's the education. Building of strong relations between people, between different market players. People to start to perceive themselves like partners, not like competitors on this market, because this is the way to unite, not to separate, despite all these deglobalization trends that we are seeing. But this doesn't mean that here in the region we have to deglobalize or deregionize. Obtaining of competitive advantages for our region means also requires heavy investment in logistics. We saw now with the war against Ukraine that logistics were crucial. They were undermined. We just we did only a path going to Constanța, path going to Varna, Danube. That's all. Where are the trains? No. Where are the effective roads? Where are the highways? No. So really, logistics are an issue. And the next thing is processing, focusing on food security. That's extremely important in our region. So all this will lead to have a healthy land, to grow healthy people, which is the future of our countries.
Thank you very much, Petar, for coming here and providing this high added value input. We wish you great luck with the Eurograin Hub incoming in Bucharest the end of April, and keep in touch. Thank you very much.
Thank you a lot for the invitation. I'm waiting for you all, and we will reply to all your questions at the event.
Thank you.